Welcome to CPAS 10 Course Orientation. I'm your instructor, Nicole Arms. Now this presentation is designed to familiarize the students of how to be successful in this course. So let's go ahead and get started. Now there are a few topics that I want to make sure we review during this orientation. The first being the general information that you need to know about this course. Second being the student learning objectives. Third, some key points in the syllabus that I want to point out to you. Fourth, the course portfolio projects. I just want to review how the grading and everything works with that. You guys will be doing a series of course portfolio projects, and I just want to make sure I touch bases on it. Fifth being the course structure, how this course will go along since it is an online course. Sixth, the instructor to student communication. And 7, the student-to-student communication. So first we have up is the CPAS general information. Now, what does CPAS stand for? It stands for Computer Proficiencies for Academic Success, with emphasis on proficiencies. So the term proficiencies mean to obtain a certain level of knowledge on a subject matter. I want to make sure we note that proficiencies again, or another term that you possibly could use is a comfort level. Now, the objective of this course is to have students gain proficiencies or a comfort level with some computer skills so they can obtain academic success. So some general information that you need to know to be successful in this course is, first off, for this class, you can use a PC or a Mac to complete your work. Either one will work. Then this is a technology learning skills course. You should already have a working knowledge of how to use a computer and some basic application skills, because the goal of this course is to provide you with some skills to be technically capable and helping you to achieve some academic success as a student. Now you will need access to a PC or a Mac that has Microsoft Office version 2007 or higher. Now they're currently on Office 2016, but if you're going to use anything lower than Office 2007, you will notice some features that we will be discussing during class might not be available to you. This kind of also goes for if you're a Mac user and you're using Apple Works. Now, that will work for some assignments that we're going to use. However, some of the features that we'll be discussing are features that might not be available, but only available in the Office suite. So keep in mind that. And if you also are an Apple Works user, you want to make sure that you save your files in the file extension format that I specify for each assignment. Another thing you should be aware of is this is a 2-unit course. So if you're looking for 2 units, this course will fulfill that need. Thirdly, this class will fulfill your information competency graduation requirement. So of course, once you complete the class. So if you're looking for a class to fulfill that information competency requirement, this class will achieve that for you. Next, we have our student learning outcomes. We have 2 main learning objective outcomes that we have for the students to obtain. First being, define and integrate advanced level education technology skills in an academic environment. Second being, effectively synthesize the uses of multiple software programs in the development of thematic portfolio project. So we're going to be bringing multiple applications together to build your final portfolio project. The next thing I want to go over is a few things for the course syllabus. Now, in Moodle, you should see a link there for your course syllabus. You want to make sure that you read your course syllabus. But there's some key points that I want to note about your course syllabus. First being the grading policy. So I want you to familiarize yourself with the grading policy for this course. Your grade is determined by the points that you earn from your practice activities, your portfolio projects, and your discussion forum participation. Next, I want to make sure that you note the grading book key. Now, in the syllabus, you'll find a section labeled Grade Book Key. So this is what happens. When I am grading your work, sometimes I will use this key to let you know why I either can't grade your work or I may want you to resubmit your work. For example, if you ever see something in the notes that says CO, this means can't open. And I'm asking you to resubmit a file format that I can open. So just make sure you note of why I may be putting some special notes in your assignments. You want to look at that gradebook key. Then we have your late assignments. So I allow you to submit late assignments up to 3 days after the original due date. You will be deducted 1 point for practice activities and 2 points for portfolio projects. So even if you miss the due date for an assignment, you still have a 3-day grace period to still submit your work. You just will be deducted either 1 point for a practice activity or 2 points for portfolio projects. Keep that in mind. I always want to stress that you can still submit late assignments. They just will be penalized either 1 point or 2 points depending on what type of assignment it is. The last key point I want to make sure I point out is we have what's called discussion forum policy. Now, since this is an online class, it's important for us to build meaning together and to learn from each other. Now, for us to accomplish that, we need to be involved in conversation. That is why we will be having a weekly discussion topic that you will have to participate in. It is expected for you to make at least 2 posts per week, 1 original post, and at least 1 reply to a post. And this must be done on 2 different days. Please take note of that. A lot of students do not take note that this is required, and sometimes they don't do these assignments and they don't participate in a discussion forum. That is a requirement and it can affect your grade. You have to participate in the discussion forum. The next thing I want to talk about is your course portfolio projects. So you guys are probably going to enjoy the portfolio projects that I have set up. Each project will be related to the content that we're going to cover each class session. We'll be working on some classroom applications that you have the potential to use during your academic career. We'll be working with some real life applications which apply to some that you might use in your real everyday life. All of the portfolio projects are essentially themed. They have a theme that will build on top of each other. So we're going to be using some productivity tools such as Word and Excel. You're going to be learning how to do some formula calculations and using some charts. We'll be working with some visual tools like image editing and some PowerPoint presentations you will be expected to do. And then also we'll be doing towards the end of the course, we'll be doing some web tools. We'll be actually creating a blog and a website towards the end of the course, and those will be your portfolio projects. So all of your portfolio projects will be building on top of each other. So it's very important that you complete each portfolio project because they actually will depend on how you do the next assignment. So it behooves you to do every portfolio project. So our next topic is your course structure. At this point, I'm pretty sure everybody has logged into Moodle or LMS course site. Now, every week, typically on a Monday morning, I will post the new week module work that needs to be done. And usually every week, I will be posting a learning guide, your online lecture like today, a practice activity, and a portfolio assignment. And this is where you will go to submit all your work. All assignments must be submitted through this course site. You cannot email me coursework. Everything has to be submitted through this course site. And typically, all of your assignments are due the Sunday after it's posted. However, just to note, every assignment will have its due date in the title, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, the instructor to student communication. How will I be communicating with you? How would you be communicating with me? Well, I'm going to always send out a weekly announcement. Every week, I will be posting a weekly announcement on the course site. And in that weekly announcement, I'm going to put up the things that you need to know for work, how to complete your work for that week. I also will be sending out a weekly email. It's going to have the same information in it, but it's actually going to go into your inbox, and that way you can review that information there. And back to our seventh subject, which is the student-to-student communication. Now, how are you guys going to be communicating since it's an online class? Well, we have formal communication, and that's where you guys are going to be working with the discussion forum. So again, I will be posting a new discussion topic every week, and in that discussion forum, I expect for all students to be respectful of your peers, and I expect for you to write at a college level. You must remember, you're being graded on the post that you put into this discussion forum. So you're going to want to make sure that you take this serious. You don't wait to the last minute to do a post. You want to avoid doing abbreviated responses such as like I agree or good point. These are not a response that you will get graded on or I will accept. You want to make sure that you are getting your point across, you're being very thorough, and somebody will be able to read that information to understand what your point was. Then you have your informal communication, which is your guys' I have a course class lounge. And in the class lounge, you have the freedom to post any topic that you like. You may want to ask another classmate a question, or you just may want to post a topic on a subject that you would like to discuss with your fellow classmates. Now, if you have a question about an assignment and you want to ask your classmate, this would be a perfect place to post it. I do sometimes read the posts in the class lounge. However, I do not grade these posts. If I do see a post that I think I should chime in on, I will, just to give you guys some heads up. However, if you have a direct question, you need to probably ask me directly, as I don't go into the class lounge every day to check and see what's going on in there. So you're better off emailing me to make sure that I respond quickly. Just an FYI. So this leads me into how do you guys get assistance? Well, if you want to get in contact with me, email is the best way to get in contact with me. I do have a phone number that you can call if that's your preferred method. I still will receive an email with the message details that you have. So if that's your method, that's fine with me. If you want to email me any questions that you have about the course or how to complete an assignment or anything to do with the course, email is the best method. I usually respond to emails within 24 hours, so it won't be a long lag time in between there, but just be mindful to get in contact with me. Email is the best way to communicate with me. And my email is narms@lbcc.edu. Also, you'll find my information on a link called instructor information, and my phone number and my email address is there on the course structure site. Now, in the event that you need access or help with logging into Moodle, you need to contact the Distance Learning Help Desk. Unfortunately, I don't have the capability of assisting students with their login, so you need to contact the Distance Learning Help Desk if you are having a problem with Moodle, if you can't log in, if you can't load up your assignment, if you're receiving an error message in Moodle, then you need to contact the Distance Learning Help Desk. Lastly, I want to note that there are open access computer labs in the libraries on both campuses. So if you don't have access to a computer, or if you don't have access to a computer that maybe have Office 2007 or higher, you can always use one of the labs at either the LAC campus or the PCC campus. They have staff there that can assist you if you have some questions or if you need help with an application. They're there to assist you. So if you prefer to go and get some hands-on with somebody that may be able to help you out a little bit, then you want to take advantage of the open access computer labs. And again, they're on both campuses, whichever campus you're more familiar with. You're more than welcome to go there and take advantage of that tool that's available to you. All right, I really hope everyone will enjoy the class. Please make sure to read the syllabus completely. And then also I want you to make sure you complete your student bio and your self-evaluation. I wish everybody good luck for this course. And if there's any questions, please feel free to email me.